Thought I'd do a quick video on this Acer laptop. I've taken the hard drive out because I was interested in recovering some files from that, but as far as I'm aware it hasn't been used for a very long time. And if we have a look, it is quite dirty, as you can see, and underneath all sorts of signs of corrosion, most likely caused to a damp environment. So I'm just going to quickly show you what happens when I connect the power. This lights up ever so slightly. It's the wrong power adapter, but it's got the right amount of voltage. And then you press the power button and nothing happens. So let's start taking this apart. It's an Acer Aspire 5738Z Intel Pentium inside, Windows Vista, so that gives you an idea of how old it is. It's also got a DVD drive which pulls out. HL data storage, super multi DVD rewriter. We will remove the battery. Here's some more white dust. Start taking these screws out if we can. This one is looking very rusty. And the hard drive was in this compartment. So I've already undone these screws, I think. Or maybe not. That's where the hard drive was. This is the wireless LAN adapter. This section is where the memory is. And you can see that this is in a pretty poor state. This one doesn't say what it is, but this one does. It says that it's a 2 gig PC3. I've not taken one of these apart before, so I don't know if there are screws to be found under the rubber feet. Just assume there isn't and try taking it apart. Maybe it comes apart with this pulling away, I'm not sure. So far on this bit. Still here, that is still tight. I don't know why I missed this one. If I was trying to maintain the appearance of this, I would be using a plastic pry tool rather than metal. Success mostly. This back section pulls off. There's a ribbon cable here. Pull that, that's that top section. This white mould. Alright, so it's got virtual surround sound. Maybe there's something going on here as well. Wireless card removed. We have, of course, got a cup of tea. Okay, next we're going to take the keyboard out, I think. Oh, we're going to try that anyway. This is where I should have prepared by getting an actual real plastic pry tool. If there's any spillages behind the keyboard, then it can end up meaning the keyboard's stuck. But with some of this white stuff, I do think it's probably just mould or salt from water. Okay, the keyboard is off, but there's not actually any screws under here. But what I have noticed is that these screws here in this section is on top of this plastic bit. So I'm going to need to unscrew the screen in order to free. Doesn't even seem like it's working. Free this main plastic section. But here you've got a tiny little microphone that appears to simply be just plugged in to the motherboard here. So if you wanted to use this microphone for something, this would be an easy thing to disconnect. And then we're going to have to disconnect this because this is connected to the motherboard, but also goes through and over this bit. And these are the Wi-Fi antenna cables. We could also disconnect this one and maybe work out what it is later. A pair of tweezers would help here. So we have a pair of tweezers. Do they work? Not really. Let's try these. These are too fat. If I had a small pair of pliers, that might work better. Don't know why that is so difficult. Have I broken it? Nope. Normally on laptops you would have additional screws holding the screen in place, but not on this. It just lifts away. So here you have got the main video connector over here, which can just pull out, which is probably breaking it, because it definitely looks like I've pulled that too hard. And then you have these Wi-Fi cables that are in the way as well. It's a lot of fun, isn't it? And by fun, I mean not fun. So yeah, I should have used tweezers for that. Then what, are you supposed to reroute these if you want to put it back together? This is very frustrating. I mean, rerouting through there, I'd rather just not do that. But it is all tangled up with this big piece of plastic, which we need to remove. Wow. Aha. And once we've removed the screen, we now realise that there are additional screws at the back. Just gonna disconnect these, perhaps. These are quite effective barriers. And this is where I need two hands again. Okay, I think we've made it. So we've got the speaker we need to unplug here. Obviously don't pull just the wires, use something to pull the actual socket thing out, and the same with this microphone. But we are almost there. Okay. That was easier. And this one. And for the reveal. Oh, we have that looks reasonable. We have a large motherboard. Nothing very exciting there, is there? I think we need to look at the other side before we'll see anything very interesting. So, let's unscrew any visible screws that may be holding this into the system. There's some corrosion here, water damage around the power button and the heatsink and these bits. That's the Ethernet. So this is the power section. There's a fan down there that works. Water corrosion here. We need to flip it over Oh yeah, unplug this. This is for the side USB ports. Don't know what this is, but I'm going to unscrew it. No, I'm not. Some kind of bracket over here. And a spring. So we still have something connected over there that we can simply unplug. And what is this? Oh, it's part of this. Goes all the way over here. Oh, it's connecting up the modem. So that's what that little thing is. But let's have a look at this side. We have got one rusty heatsink contraption. The power connector is what we're going to look at, which is over here. Not much to report so far. Well, we may as well take this off, have a look what processor it is, because it's not working, is it? We may be able to see something covered by all of this. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a heat pipe. It is designed to transfer the heat away from here and to here where it is cooled down. Our aim with this isn't necessarily to repair it. It's just to have a look at what's going on the inside. So we have got a removable processor with a sticker on. This company seems to like putting stickers on things. There were stickers on the memory as well. Sticker on the hard drive. And let's have a look at, it's a 2 GHz, 1 MB 800 processor, and it's quite neat. It can actually be upgraded or removed. Fingers, here we go. It's got pins. We could replace the thermal paste on these. They appear to be completely useless, particularly here. Look at that. It's all gone to the sides, effectively doing nothing. New thermal paste, clean it up a bit, put it back together, see if anything changes, although I'm not expecting anything to. And this is what we've got here. A lot of this dust again. Evaporated water, I would suspect. Let's, maybe there is liquid in this and it's escaped maybe. Whoops. That is very clogged up, so that's not going to be performing well. So we will clean it and start putting it back together. If you do want to take this apart for some reason, just to check it's clean in here, then there's these 4 screws which I've taken out, and then there's also a screw under this tape here, which you can unscrew like that. And then this should come away from here, except for the fact that it's all sellotaped together. And there we go, dust, which we could do with cleaning. I have used a toothbrush and an old hair clip to clear out the dust, and that should allow for much better airflow, and that will help keep the laptop cooler, assuming it works. I know you probably want to see this, don't you? The squishing of the thermal paste. I find it quite satisfying. Am I going to have to screw it down before it squishes it? Probably. Oh yay, it's spread it, but it's in the right place. Let's just get on with screwing it in, and the specified order of 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go. And I'm going to start putting it back together. Okay, we have quickly put it back together. This is lit up. We're going to try and switch it on. And nothing happens. Just going to connect the monitor just in case we're missing anything. I've also put the hard drive back in, and we are getting nothing. Nothing at all. It is dead. At the end of that, I have ended up with a few parts. This is obviously broken off, which means one of the screws doesn't go in properly anymore. I could find where it goes and glue it back in. I couldn't work out where this goes. We have a couple of extra screws, and we've probably got a few, maybe I've dropped some on the floor as well.